rise and shine. It's very significant that I am going live at 4:44 in the morning, guys. I have been up since. I just want to cleanse the energy really quickly. I've been up since like 2 a.m. Granted, one, because I went to sleep super, super early, so that could be very significant. But two, I have a message I have to deliver to you guys. So without further ado, guys, make sure in this moment you are fully awake. um, y'all know I don't, or in the past, that could be very significant. Previously versions of Charlie. Cece, what is you doing? Oh, good morning, rise and shine, my love. Previous versions of Charlie used to be knocked out of sleep right now, but or just going to sleep. So something about that could be significant. But this morning I'm just up, just one with the universe. And I was called to deliver a certain message right now. So something about a certain message in this moment could be very significant. So I hope you guys get your confirmations to me. If you don't get your confirmations to me, I hope you get it to somebody else. Okay? You said Spirit woke you up at 3 a.m. Do you hear me? There is a quote I want to read you guys from this book. And the reason why is because I feel like this is your final reflection. The name Sheila could be very significant. The name pool could be very significant. Some of you guys could just be going to a pool, but I'm just hearing the next 48 hours. Here you go. Something about the next 48 hours is very significant. They want me, I'm looking for this quote, but I guess I should have highlighted it. Oh, what am I talking about? It's in my phone. How you doing, Jay? You said, thank you, I need help with confirmations. Been up all night. Don't worry. Something about the Rolling Stones could be significant. I took a picture of this damn quote. You know what's funny? It's in that phone. You know what? I'll find the quote when I'm supposed to look and find the quote. Well, without further ado, y'all, let's get into my dream then. Something about you think you know where you're going, but maybe you don't know where you're going. So let's get to it. How you doing, Army? You could be very significant. The military could be very significant. I woke up from a dream at 2 a.m. And I was like, ooh, let's write it down. It was for a friend, but New York could be significant. Getting your Brazilians could be significant. Anyway, let's get into it. I always say, guys, my dreams, sometimes they be for me, but for the most part, they be for y'all too. So I'm hearing, take what you need, leave what you don't. It's very important for me to say, I said seeing blank in my dreams, because I don't want to say what his name is because clearly they don't want me to, but they said seeing alone in my dreams when I was typing it. So like they changed his name into alone. So you could be alone doing this, okay? Now let's get into it. Seeing blank in my dream, giving out food to the homeless, and that was my cherry on top. I told my friend that's a Leo. They said they want me to tell you her name. I told Jemima he was, I don't know what I was going to say. I told your mama. Like, so something about your mama could be significant. He was my husband, and this is why. I remember there was a girl that was short talking stuff, and she said, you can move. And I remember I fought her and she lost, but I remember she turned into a mannequin and I spit on her. Pumpkin, that season from, or this could happen during pumpkin season or something like that. Pumpkin season, Halloween season, Scorpios could be significant. But the girl, I did not know the girl in my dream, but somebody could be a hairstylist. And I also, teenage could be significant. Pumpkin from the Flavor of Love could be significant. So something about hair school could be significant. There was a certain foundation set up, and he had or sorry, there was a certain foundation set up where he had different options for the homeless. He had tostadas, barbecues, and soups. And I remember like the soup was very, very like hot in my hands, which is very significant because not too much, Charlie, not too much. Okay, let's keep going. Guys, in this moment, don't reveal your hand to nobody. I'm hearing nobody. Jay, you are very significant right now. A lot of you, don't worry. You guys are getting your confirmations. Don't worry. Or if you got J in your name, very significant. Also, A's could be significant. I remember, do y'all want me to reveal this man's name? They said no. Okay. Do you want me to reveal the initial? A's could be significant. I remember A's hair turned into a weave track, or his hair just started growing. So you could be dealing with somebody with long hair, or it could be just weave. And I remember it was half up and half down. And guys, usually when I have dreams like this, it is symbolic that it could literally be for a girl or for a guy. Something about like hair like this could be significant. Okay, like just like long hair, or even like hair like these too. Okay, just symbolism. Okay, symbolism. He was closing up shop because I felt like he was heading back home to Houston. He said, "I love it out here." And it's very important for me to say that we were in Atlanta in this dream. He said, "I love it out here." Something about meeting in a club could be significant. He said, "I thought I drove out here, but I didn't." And he had a white Mercedes coupe. And the only person I know, actually I know two people. Two people that I know personally that has a Mercedes coupe is, they said I can give her name. Her name is Catherine. And then the second one, they don't want me to give that person's name. But L names could be significant. California could be significant. Armenian could be very significant as well. Okay. Sidebar. Being on FaceTime with one of my exes, he was a Scorpio, but he was with his friends and they were like rolling up blunts or something like that. So some of you guys could just be having a FaceTime call coming from your ex or something like that. And I remember I was in the bathroom and I just remember leaving my phone like upside right, like just like this on the counter. So something like that could be significant, but I don't talk to this one, so I think that's a y'all thing. And then lastly, a musical video in Atlanta, strip club video online of on the phone, and there were girls that were dancing, but like pole dancing to different movements. So if some of you guys are looking to join the strip industry, and you're looking at maybe something about techniques could be significant. You're trying to up your scope. I don't know. And whatchamacallit, how you doing, chef? Sorry guys, I'm trying to wake up because I've been very, 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 very busy since I've woken up. But symbolism of that dream was, guys, I remember in my dreams, I was like, he is my person. My cherry on top, if any of those parts in my dream are resonating with you guys, I have a reading on my YouTube, and it's called My Sweet Cherry Pie. And I'm in like a yellow tank top. And granted, I said the next 48 hours. So if any of those shit be like, girl, you sounding, or you might have to see something if you want this confirmation. Go watch that. Specifically, I'm here in Atlanta, Houston, New Orleans. Those three places kept popping up like crazy. And I even want to put Vegas on the map too, because the book that I was reading, it was passed down to me from actually one of my Brazilian ladies. And shout out to her, because she was the first person that actually, like, no, not the first, but she was one of the, no, she might have been the first person. Second. She was the second, third. Third time's a charm, very significant. She was the third person that recognized Charlie in public, like, and it was just kind of like, it caught me off guard because, like, I was just like, yo, like, so I thought recognizing you in public could be significant, or like being in the public eye. Anyway, she gave me this book And she said, as soon as you're done, pass it on to somebody that you feel is called to. So that could be very significant. And it came with this postcard, and it says, "Thank you, Father. My God is my rock in whom I take refuge." And it's Psalms 18:2, today's prayer. Okay. Now, let's get into, let me see if I can find this quote one more time. God, can you open it up for me? The name Langston could be significant. Something about going to a HBCU could be significant. Howard could be significant. It's gonna come. This reading is specifically a confirmation. Thank you. It's significantly a confirmation about marriage. You finding your person. This is a very particular message. I want you guys to know that when it comes to this next part of your journey, when it comes to, and it's 4, 5, 6 as I say this, when it comes to this next part, guys, this one is about you. This one is about you coming into your person. This one is about clarity. So without further ado, let's get into the quote. It says, fear not, and hold on one second. God is like, say a prayer real quick. Ancestors, higher beings, higher protectors, please remove all energies that does not align with my highest potential. I ask that you protect me, protect my audience, protect my family members, and I ask as though all energy be transmuted into positivity. And I ask that as we all are here today, I ask that you give us clarity, you give us confirmations, you give us peace, and you pray for those that don't have that peace or that don't have that tranquility, because those are the people that need it the most. Amen. It's very significant. I looked at the back of this book, and it says wife, mother, pastor, an author, motivational speaker, and fitness coach. So in a 25th anniversary, they wouldn't let me say anniversary, but maybe 25 could be significant. But okay, it says, fear not, fear not, fear not. And you know what? They said start from the top. Okay, so something about from the top could be significant. It says, I went to that meeting with the intent of not paying much attention to what was said, but God had other plans for me at that service. Before the minister got into his message, he pointed me out and told me to stand and said, fear not, fear not, fear not. For God has not given you a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. So don't you even think about checking out of here, for if you do, there will be many women who won't make it because of you. God is going to use you to affect the lives of many, many women. We'll talk about your prophetic words. Guys, I read that part in the book and I cried. I cried, not tears of weakness, but I cried tears of who I used to be. I cried tears of, and if I'm being honest, I cried tears of sorrow. But I think that it's not about guys being upset anymore. I think it's, and give me 1 second, guys. It's not about, I'm hearing from the top. This next part of your journey is not about you being afraid anymore. Thank you, God. This next part of your journey is not about you giving up. It's not about you falling into depression. It's not about you falling into the gimmicks. It's not about loss anymore. I think a lot of you guys have succumbed to loss. A lot of you guys have felt fear. A lot of you guys have felt anguish. A lot of you guys have felt Maybe you guys are in the dating pool, and maybe some of you guys are getting fed up in the dating pool. But the biggest thing is that I want you guys to understand something. In this moment, God is saying, no matter if it's dating, no matter if it's your career, no matter if it's your creativity, you're needed. 10:10 or 2:10 we talking. You're needed in this moment. Now more than ever. Don't give up. And I know right now, like, y'all, my energy right now, like, I am so peaceful because I literally am just like, I'm halfway here, halfway asleep. But I feel like God is speaking to me in this moment because it made me get up. So I'm hearing, guys, whenever you are called to give a message, whenever you're called to tell somebody something, you know when it comes from God, because it's not like, it's an understanding. Like, you do it even when you're tired. You said I love to hear it too. But the symbolism of it is, guys, you're needed in this moment. This next part of your journey, your spirit babies have been calling you. Your spouse has been calling you. That was the second dream where I felt like, ooh, hubby. So something about like hubby, or like something about you getting closer to your person, and also something about sensitivity. Okay, it's a time thing, and I feel the need to say he redeemed my time. So your time is up. This whole book was about how she went through her journey from her early teens to life, and her dating pool, and how she came into her husband, and about how her husband, she didn't even recognize her husband until she recognized her husband. And it's funny because she said when she finally actually got the word that that was her husband, which came from God, she said that, and y'all, I know some of y'all, listen, some of y'all, this is not about religion. This is just about a word. This is just about a message, okay? This is, if you feeling it, you feeling it. If you're not, it's not for you yet, okay? But symbolism of it was is that she was saying how God had came to her when the guy was, when her husband was preaching, and she went off to say, like, you'll be back, but you'll be back as his wife. And she said, I know I'm not crazy. Like, and she was like, well, if I got that word, then he has to get that word. In this moment, I feel the need to sit over here and say, allow God to deliver that word to your person. Allow God to show your person who you are, not you show your person who you are. You guys are just being required to just keep showing up for yourself. Keep working on your beauty. To my masculines, keep working on weight loss journey, or whatever it is you're doing. Keep working. Keep working. Keep just focusing on your mental health, mental clarity. Focus on your gifts. Because I'm hearing you guys are being given this message because you guys are getting ready to come into your kingdom spouses. You're getting ready to come into the love of your lives. You're getting ready to come into a very, I'm hearing powerful individual, or you already have. Okay. Next thing. Always take my word, guys. This one is one, like, this is a confirmation. This is, y'all been feeling it, but I'm hearing this is to prepare you. This is like the pre into 25 years or something like that. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. Well, that's it. I'm just kidding. That could be significant. Well, that's it. Honestly, I think I want to leave it there. I think I'm going to go back live again because I think that there's a bigger message, but I want to leave that message and that word right there. And then we're going to get into the daily message, okay? So I'm going to end this live, and then I'm going to go live again, okay? So I'll be back in 2 seconds.